Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, and today I am bringing you the team that helped beat Zyonik, and of many others along the way. This team is actually quite strong. Out of all the Ultra teams I've run so far, this may be my favorite. It's built around Escavalier, who has the Counter, Drill Run, Mega Horn moves. Counter is just, as everyone knows who's run up against Machamp or Toxicroak, Counter is just such a hard hitting, fast move, and it takes out a lot of the sort of meta that you see. And then Droran and Megahorn has a lot of nice coverage with a lot of the other Pokemon. The problem is it is extremely weak to fire. Like a Weather Ball from a Rose Raid is one-shots this. So you need to pair it with a water. So go to trusty old Swampert because it just hits so hard. And then I decided to pair it. You need essentially a safe swap. And I was looking at my team and I'm like, why don't I try Kingdra? Because you are looking at sort of an ABB here team, where if you face like a Talonflame in the lead, you can go into Kingdra, which not only counters the Talonflame, but also will draw out that sort of grass, leaving the Swampert in the back to run free. So it's a good team overall, and let's just jump into it. And I'm going to start with the one that we all want to see. So I took a snapshot, even though this is the 4th time I've played him. The overall record is now 2-2. So good lead here into his Aggron. He switches into his Venusaur. So immediately I'm thinking this is not a counter to my Escavaliers. So he's obviously extremely weak to it in the back. So I'm just going to stay in here. I got one shield, which is awesome. I'm going to let this go because it's not going to do anything to me. I'm going to get another charge move off, see if he wants to burn a second shield. Or if he doesn't, at this point I'm thinking, okay, something in the back is obviously extremely weak to this as well. So I'm going to save this and go immediately into my Kingdra. So I think at this point I can just quick shot down. I'm not going to shield anything here because I can live a Frenzy. I think I can quick shot down here and I just get it down before he gets the Frenzy off. So now I got Switch and I have Shield. Out's going to come the Aggron. So I throw the Octazooka, and do I get the 2 level? I do not, which is too bad. So he's able to farm it out. So at this point, I'm thinking, I'm just going to come in with the Swampert because if there's something in the back that's going to hurt another water, like I'm in trouble. And it's a Rose Raid. So I'm glad I got that extra energy advantage. So I built up to the Sludge Bomb, even though I don't have it, and I throw a Hydro Cannon. And I do get the last shield here. At this point, I don't know if he's going to get to the Leaf Storm. So I thought, let's just do chip damage because then I can have 2 shields for Escavalier, which can take this match. So I'm not going to shield anything because my win condition is Cavalier with 2 shields. So he throws a Weather Ball bait. That obviously does nothing. Here comes another one. That's fine. I'm going to let this go and just counter down, shielding everything. So I have some energy to throw at the Aggron. So he throws one Weather Ball here, shield it up, and I'm actually able to counter down and then throw the Drill Run on Aggron. So win with a shield, which is nice. So that was nice to start with the win, but although he has double grass in the back, it kind of lined up well that he had to kind of come in with the grass immediately for this team. So let's see how it works against others. So Obstacle lead is obviously a great lead. They go into a Charizard. So I'm going to go into, it's a Dragon Breath Charizard, which I don't even know if I realized that at the time, which is good that I switched into the Swampert because the Kingdra would not have a good time with the Dragon Breath. So I shielded that up. I don't know if I need to shield that, but I feared that the Dragon Breath would do too much and I just want to keep switch advantage. So I shield that up. It goes down. So now I can get a couple water hydro cannons off here. Just trying to do as much chip damage as I can. I'm thinking this may be an ABB team with fire in the back, so I'm expecting possibly a Talonflame to come out. So I'm just going to let this go down. I'm going to throw this off and probably let this go down. Thinking that is an ABB. I don't think I would switch out here. And I'm guessing it's a Talonflame. Yeah, so I'm immediately going to switch into the Kingdra because at this point I think I can just quick attack down. And I want to try and get to the Octazooka to see if I can lower the attack. Now they threw the Brave Bird right away. I really thought that their win condition would be to try and bait me, but they threw it right away, so that's kind of an issue. And for the second time, I did not get the lowering the attack. But luckily, these Dragon Breaths are hit so hard that I'm able just to use the one shield and just counter this down all the way. So that's a strength of Kingdra, that it's able to just use that Dragon Breath quick move to hurt a lot of people. Um, Gallade is tough for this team because it's resisting the counters. These charge moves don't take it out on one shot. It has Leaf Blade for the Swampert. It has Leaf Blade for the Kingdra, and the confusions add up. So at this point, I'm just staying in. I shield up correctly at close combat, which is good, and they switch out to a Talonflame. So I immediately come into a Swampert. It's probably gonna. I'm building up, counting it to 3, and I guess I'm trying for the CMP tie here. I got shield up the Braver just in case, which it is. But we got the CMP. I could have thrown earlier to force a shield, but I like also building up because I like having that stored energy going into the next match. So I'm fine going down to shield here if I have stored energy, because now the Gallade comes in, and now I'm going to have enough to get off the one Hydro Cannon, which they're probably going to have to shield because Hydro Cannon from a Shadow, or they let it go. Shows what I know. But as you saw, it almost took it out. So I could have tried to counter down, but I don't think I would have got to it, which I would not have. I tried to immediately switch to the Kingdra, but they threw it in time, which is fine. I'm fine letting this go down and coming with the Kingdra and a loaded Escavalier. And I realized immediately that my Escavalier obviously has the best matchup here. With the Joe 1, this will one-shot the Empoleon, or close to one-shotting. So just a recognition there that the best match is the Escavalier, so switch into that immediately. So a good start, but I've had a lot of good leads, and here's another good lead. Lapras. This is the thing with Escavalier. It has a lot of good leads, unless it's like a Talonflame or a Machamp gives it a bit of difficulty. You don't have a lot of sort of like hard losing matchups. So I just stayed in with this. They're building up a lot. I think I probably shield the first one up because they were just building up a lot, and it's just a Surf, and it's back-to-back Surf, so I'll probably let the second one go and just counter down. Keep switch and have some energy coming out of this matchup. And they come into a Gengar, which I have Drill Run, so this would one-shot if they let this go. So I'm assuming they're going to shield. I'm probably going to the Swampert immediately because Swampert has a great matchup that I can get to this Hydro Cannon, and they need to shield this or they're going to be taken out too. So I just pulled both shields from the opponent here, which is amazing. Do I let this go or do I shield it? I shield it. I shield it because I think that I can outspam this, because it's 5-4, 5-4, I think, for the Swampert. So I'm able to get to this Hydro Cannon, take it out, and now I'm fully loaded. The Lapras comes in. I think I can just get to the Hydro Cannon to take this out, and I got 2 and a bit Pokemon left for what's in the back. It's an Umbreon. So this isn't fully over yet, I don't think. I don't know how much Umbreon does. Umbreon is just a tank. Like these Hydro Cannons from Shadow Swampert, it's going to take 3 to take it out, and I can't even get to the second. Kingdra should be able to take, I'm guessing, a few foul plays. So I'm coming in here because my thought process was I'm going to try and get to the Octazooka to lower the attack, so that way I can just come in with the Escavalier and counter down. And it looks like it would need 3 anyway. So at this point, when I saw it needed 3 to take me out, I thought it's low enough. Might as well just try for the outrage to take it out here. And that worked. So that's the thing. I really want to try an Umbreon. I don't have enough XLs for it yet. I really want to try it, but it's so tanky, but it doesn't really hit super hard. So again, another great lead coming into Gallade. Again, I don't have an answer for a Gallade overall, so I'm just going to stay in here, throw the Drill Run, poor timing there, that they got a full confusion in there. So they shield it up, and they go another one, so that way they're stuck in the animation, so I'm going to throw this immediately to either burn a second shield or put them pretty low. So I don't want to take it on the Escavalier because it's going to be my counter to Obamasnow, so I took it on the Kingdra, and at this point, I probably just let this go and let Kingdra go. No, okay. Maybe it's because it's low enough that I think I can counter down and come out with some energy in this match, which I cannot. So do I double shield now like an idiot? Yeah, I double shield now. I'm already seeing where this is going. I don't know if this is the right play. I probably should have just let that go down and come in with the Swampert. I think my problem was I didn't want to give up Switch because Swampert I don't have Sludge Wave on. So it would be a tough matchup against the Obamasnow. Now it's low enough, but it is loaded with energy, so come in and they switch. And Surfetch. Oh, yeah. Okay. Surfetch takes 5 moves to get to the Leaf Blade. Swampert takes 5 moves to get to the Hydro Cannon. I can't come in after the Surfetched already threw one quick move because I can't outpace it. So now I'm low enough that this Obamasnow can just take me out. So I think I was worried about that the Surfetch maybe just be able to counter me down, but you can't make that switch when it has energy because you have no chance against it. So that was poor play on my part. So another good lead, Venusaur, and they come in with the Ninetales. And the Ninetales is I think Escavalier was probably my best matchup against this Ninetales, but I just did not want the Swampert to see it because it probably would have been a close match. So then I had to line it up with a Kingdra or the Swampert. So I'd rather just come into the Swampert here and try and chip shields and health here, and then maybe come back in with after. So I think I'm going to either get this shield here or switch. And they let it go. I'm assuming that Venusaur is going to come in and hard farm this. But I bank. Okay, so I didn't want to just get hard farmed, and I came in with this Cavalier because I think the Kingdra with the Dragon Breath has an okay matchup against the Venusaur. Worst case scenario. So they're staying in here, which means something in the back does not want to see this. So I'm fine just countering and throwing charge moves and just letting these frenzy plants come in because it's going to take 3 to take me out. So I'm assuming I'm going to get a shield here, or they're going to go into the next match with 2 shields, and they let it go. What is in the back? Oh, Stunfisk, right? Which is why they don't want to they don't want to see either of these. They don't want to see the Scavalier or the Swampert. So they've shielded up. I'm guessing I'm going to go down here before I get another move off. What's my play here? I think maybe Kingdra and try and get them to burn energy and try and get the 2-stage nerf or debuff on their attack. So they threw the Earthquake, and I immediately come into. So I think as soon as I saw that they threw the Earthquake, I knew that I can come in and get this Hydro Cannon off because they wouldn't have enough energy. And so they got their last shield. So I think I'm okay, and I think they're trying to build up, and they couldn't get it off in time. So I'm able to take this. So the Kingdra's Dragon Breath is not great for the Stunfisk, but having that Octazooka is good, nice. So an Umbreon here, again, should be a good match. And this is where the first time I think I barely used Mega Horn at all, except in this match right here, because it will do super effective against Dark. So I probably let this first one go. It does a decent amount. Gonna get this Mega Horn off here. It won't take it out, but it'll do a lot of damage. Yeah. I think at this point, do I shield and just counter down? Or do I let this go and counter down? My goal is to counter down anyways. I can survive that. Do I survive? Yes, okay, so just. So I saw the Talonflame. Look at the top right. I saw it was the Talonflame immediately, so I switched to my safe swap. And the problem is, here is your one real hard counter to the Kingdra. And I got the lowering attack, which almost hurts, because now the Clefable has way more energy. So what do I come in here? I think my, with the Talonflame, my Scavalier is useless. So I'm just going to try and burn a shield, which I do, which is great. They got a little more energy, but that's okay, because all I need to do is just keep building energy here. I'm probably going to have to shield just because I don't want to take too much damage here. And I build up to 2 and get the first one off, and I should be able to get the second one off. They let it go, and the Talonflame, it's a 5-turn fast move, the Incinerate, so I think they just got caught in the animation, or else they should have easily been able to get at least one move off there. So kind of got lucky that they tried to sneak in an extra Incinerate. Incinerate is not the one you want to sneak in. So, okay, Talonflame lead. This is not where you want to see it, so I'm immediately switching into my Kingdra safe swap. and out comes the Machamp. They were delayed a little bit. I build. This was maybe a mistake that I built up to the Outrage before I threw this because I wanted to fake like I had the Outrage, but most Machamps are probably going to shield this up anyways. And they got the lowering attack, so I could have saved a lot of health by throwing that immediately. So if you had the Octazooka and you're against something somewhat squishy like Machamp, I think you just throw the Octazooka to try and get the lowering of the attack. Because the attack's lowered, I'm assuming I'm just going to let this go because it's already down 2 stages. Yeah, and that's not going to do enough, so I'm just going to counter this down. I'm assuming the Talonflame is going to come back in, so I'm going to have to go into my Swampert immediately. And it's an Empoleon. So I have Earthquake, which is great. I'm not even going to bait here because if they call Hydro Cannon, I'm in trouble. They do shield, which is fine because I should be able to get to another Earthquake before they take me out. And I should have enough energy to go against the Talonflame. So I think I build up a little bit so the Talonflame just doesn't have enough. So I take this out and the Talonflame won't have enough energy that I have to burn a shield immediately. And I can take one of the Incinerates. Is this enough to take it out? If it doesn't take it out, it's pretty close in my Escavalier, even though it's resisted will. Okay, it's enough to take it out. So that is how you get out of a tricky lead. Your Kingdra safe swap. Machamp again is a tough one because Machamp, I think, especially Shadow Machamp, probably beats all 3 of these Pokemon, especially in the 2 shields. So at this point, I think I'm just staying in and trying to do my best to either grab some shields or get as much energy off as I can, or like damage off I can here. So I switch on the Kingdra knowing that I can eventually counter down. Do I let this go? I often use Kingdra sort of like as a sponge just to absorb all the damage. I may shield this because I'm close, or do I just let it go? Yeah, I often use Kingdra sort of as a like a sponge, just take the damage. Because Outrage is an OKO and they have this is not great. So the Talonflame comes in, they've already got an energy advantage. I'm probably gonna go down here, I'm guessing. So I gotta shield this because it's possibly a Brave Bird, and it is. And what do they have in the back? They're not leaving for some reason. Now they're leaving, and it's a Snorlax. I don't care how many Hydro Cannons I have here. I don't think I have a chance here. So, yeah, no shielded. Plus they have a shield there, so I think I'm going to lose this one, and I think that's the last battle. Why would I end the battles on a loss? But overall, as you can see, the team is fairly strong. You can maneuver somewhat out of your matchups, as Kingdra Safe Shot and Escavalier has great matchups for most of the Pokemon. So I will run this team again next season for sure. But give it a try out if you have them. And again, no XL Mons, no XL Mons here. And it can deal with a lot of them. Like some matches you didn't see here, it obviously deals with the Talonflame in the back, the Obamasnow lead. Galvantula can be taken out by the Swampert. We saw the Stunfisk can be taken out by the Swampert and the Escavalier. The Ninetales, same thing. Top 2 will do great against Ninetales. So it's definitely worth trying out. And that is it. And I will see you in the next one.